ESPN and BT Sport football pundit Julien hopped on the pod to discuss Paris Saint-Germain's academy and why the club couldn't hold on to top youth prospects despite having one of the largest pools of talent to pick from the world over. He explained why Ile-de-France is one of the most prolific areas in the world for producing top talent, including World Cup winners.
So there's a few reasons, like I explained a bit in the piece. But if we can go a bit deeper, one, the amount of people who live there. Obviously, there's around 12 to 13 million people who live in Paris and in the area, the banlieue around. Whether it's the west suburbs, which is a bit posher, the north suburbs, quite tough suburbs, east a bit in between, and south as well. So you already have there's a lot of people in there. Then the grassroots system in France is very, very, very well organized with all the different leagues. You've got loads of clubs everywhere, especially in Paris, where you have also, which is very surprising for a big capital like that, but you've got loads of football pitches everywhere, pretty much, where you can play all the time. But I think for me, the biggest thing is the council estate areas, which are very, very prominent in Paris, not so much in central Paris, but all around the city. So it could create issues, of course, and we've had social issues, and we still do, and stuff like that. But also means that in those council estates, you've got usually a big football pitch right in the middle of the blocks, where everybody gathers and everybody plays for hours and hours and hours to end. And I think for me, you could give me any academy, any coaches, anything, the best school to learn how to play football and to learn the technique and to have that in you is to play in the streets somewhere with your friends for hours and hours. And I think that's certainly how I started. That's how a lot of the players who play now at professional level who came from Paris started as well, play for the national team. If you look at Paul Pogba or Kylian Mbappe, it was all down their blogs, all playing with their mates from the council estates, 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, no referees, no fouls. You play with much bigger players, much older players who rough you up and beat you up, and you can't say anything, and you have to keep playing on. And the only thing you could do is be so good technically that no one can get the ball off you, or every time you get the ball, you do something good with it, and you avoid all the tackles and all the challenges and all the fouls and etc. etc. And I think Paris for me and Parisian players are all about technique, and also if some of them are strong physically, like Abu Dhabi or Paul Pogba, who are the two that springs to mind, because they were so strong and so tall, but also so good technically. It comes from there, and it's better if you've got the physical ability, of course, but if you're Wissam Ben Yedder or Riyad Mahrez and you're very skinny and short, then you have to develop your technicality. Otherwise, you don't exist in those kind of games, because it's like war.